What's up, Response on Players? It's Jake. We're doing Top Gun interviews at the Houston Regional qualifier for Riftbound. So I'm joined by my first top 16 competitor.
My name is Warren Younger. Just a card game player. Play a little bit different card games, but yeah, I know how to be here.
Awesome, man. And it worked. Glad you are here. Well, what'd you end up playing for the event?
So I was on the Annie today. I thought that going into the event, when I first picked up the game, I thought I was just going to be playing set. That's like how that deck worked. But the funny thing is about Annie is I was playing a random free-for-all with some buddies of mine. I was like, well, let me just try the Annie deck. And then the first time I drew the 4 cards in my hand, I saw Vision. I was like, Annie's this deck is cracked. And this was when the game first came out, so I was low-key thinking okay, this deck's really, really good. And then I would test my friends, and they would just rage quit. The tech is so fast. It was just after how do you do this? It got to a point where I really thought I was cheating. I was looking at the rules. I was is this allowed? Does right to win work like that? And I was oh my god, this deck's crazy. So yeah, I played Annie, and I guess did pretty well with it.
So obviously you made day 2. Let's run over day 1 a little bit. Day 1, what were some of your Swiss matchups that you were maybe a little unsure of going into, or what was maybe one match that sticks out as maybe a little bit harder than you thought it might be?
Gotcha. Yeah. So the day before the event, because I'm from Arizona, and we have some good card game players in Arizona. Play come to mind Jonas, who was national champion in One Piece. I was actually jamming the Kaisa versus Annie match against him on Friday. So I thought I was pretty good into the Kaisa in general, but he destroyed me, and I had to really think about just interactions, how to play the matchup. So that was the matchup I was really worried about going into day 1. My very first round in Swiss was to a Kaisa, and I was able to squeak that one out. But I felt a lot better after that, after applying what I figured out during the matchup against Jonas, or when I was testing him. We played 8 games. He went 7 to 8. It was rough. But yeah, so I thought Kaisa was going to be as hard as it was, or harder than it was, and then I ended up playing 3 Kaisas. Round 7 and 8 actually were against Kaisa. They were just 2 rounds, and that's what actually got me into a point where I could ID the day 2. So I thought Kaisa was going to be harder, but it really wasn't. And then I was just kind of in the mirror. The mirror, I played the mirror a couple times, and it just feels like it's an immediate hand check from the very start, where it just if one person gets that quick advantage, they can kind of keep it, and it just kind of steamrolls. And I was actually surprised. I only played 1 mirror in Swiss, and that was a really back and forth game. We went to game 3. It was really close, and but I did lose it. That was my one loss in Swiss, was to the mirror. But yeah, I was just kind of hoping that if I were to face people, it wouldn't be Kaisa or Annie. I was hoping the other decks. I was hoping for more Aurora decks, because Annie seems to be pretty favored in Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora, especially if you get game control, as soon as they start popping stuff, if you can keep up with tempo on Aurora, you usually don't have as many problems with it. So you said you played 1 mirror, which is your loss for Swiss, and then you played 4 Kaisa?
3 Kaisas in Swiss. It was 1 mirror, 3 Kaisas, a Yi, an Ari, a Darius, and then Ari, Darius, and then I think that was right. And then I did my last round, so I think those are my matchups in Swiss. Yeah.
Awesome. Those are some really interesting ones. You've got the match very favorite. The Darius is questionable list. What would you say was a card that, in that Kaisa matchup? Everyone's looking to beat the Kaisa matchup. What's a card in any, or a certain play path that really opens up Kaisa for if you're trying to take advantage of that matchup?
Yeah. So the things to be aware of is that when you're versus against Kaisa, if they tap down to 1, how 1 rune up, then their only removal option at that point is the Hex Tech Ray, the 3 damage. So I think it's really important to play the 4 cost units. I was actually on to Hopeful, which is the Legion 4 the price 2. That card was really good. I would be able to contest a point with it, and it would stay there, and it demands premium removal. It's not just a Hex Tech and get rid of it. So I think that was really good for the Kaisa matchups. And then Gust just really strong in general, just because I wasn't main decking it, I sided it, but honestly the easiest sided for Kaisa. Just because they're gonna try to contest points with the little guys, you're able to gust them out, and then when they take a big point with something like a Darius or a Kaisa, you can just come up over the top with it on your own, Darius and Kaisa, and tie it up.
Okay, yeah, that tracks a little bit. Does sound seem like if you can really demand Kaisa spend at least, it's the best way to get a hold of it. So for your day 2, for your top 16, what were some of the games that you ended up playing today?
So I actually didn't play against a single Aurora deck in day one. I played the one he was mid-range. They unfortunately break game one. I had no clue if they were on Aurora or not, so I decided in fading memories, like, well, maybe you were on Aurora, you just didn't see the ramp or something. Turns out it was a mid-range E. But yeah, no Aurora's day one, but my top 64 was an MF. And like, you know, they sat down, we exchanged deck lists, they looked like, oh, this is like an 80-20 matchup, and that's kind of just how the matchup is, unfortunately, for the Aurora players, because like, you're able just to get to like 4 to 6 points before they play Aurora, and it's just like, okay, can you like, you know, can you stop the fight right to win combo, and in that matchup, so that wasn't easier 2-0. You made me work for it in game 2, because he had double firefighter hand when I was trying to go play like good conquer turn to win the game. But I was able to get there, I was able to bait things out and get there. And top grade 2, I played against Kaisa, and that was, I did not open up well at all, but I was just like kind of playing out of my mind in that game. Yeah, so game 1, don't remember game 1, but game 2 was the highlight. Game 1 I was able to squeak it out. Or no, game 1 I lost. Games 2 and 3 I won. Game 2, I was kind of just sitting on like nothing. Like I started Arena's Greatest. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna try to play aggressive. And I saw Poro played on 1. I played on 2 on turn 1. But I didn't see a single other like unit until like my 6th rune turn. And I'm just like, how do I take points? There was, I think it was like on my 8th rune turn or something. I played like, I went like Poro, Vi, like Legion, Hopeful, and I'm like, I just like pass. I had to like essentially let them get to like 5 or 6 points, and then I was able just to retake points. I was able to do like some like shenanigans, actually like finally just get there, because like the one thing Kaisa doesn't have an out to is the fight right in the way. They just like there's no answer to it. So like obviously I was trying to like cheeky take points. I went like when I pour onto a point, he tried to hex tech. I had to gust my own point back to my hand just to have a unit to play, because I didn't have anything going for me early game. So I was able to get there. And then game 3, it was a really pivotal turn where I could only get to 5 points, but I have right the win in hand. But I can only get to 5 points. He's going to get to 6, and he has potential time warp on play. Like, so I'm like, I need to get him to not time warp in this turn. But I also need to bait him to see if I could like potentially take a point, him contest it, and then like ride the wave to the other point that I let contested to take a 6 point, and then like, you know, try to go from there. So I ended up getting the 5th point on his turn. Was able to like, you know, basically go to his point, get to 6 points, and at that point I just kind of stacked everything on the 1 point. Sure. Like I'm like, okay, well, you can't time up now. Like you have to like contest this point. So I was able to do that. I was able to take that one down. But those were like definitely some like really close back and forth games.
Heck yeah. I mean, Kaisa match, they're never going to give it to you for free.
Yeah.
Despite Kaisa doing everything for free. Run me through your sideboard. So yeah. What 8 are you siding?
Yeah, so I'm not making a gust. That was a decision that I was kind of back and forth on. I was talking with some of the friends I was testing with, and we were like, okay, well, either we wanted more like Kaisa specific cards, but we didn't want to side in 3. We didn't want to main deck 3 Gust because we thought he was pretty prevalent. And like against mid-range Gust is good, but like I don't know. I was kind of like in testing pilled on like people saying that like, oh, like, you know, Aurora unit's gonna be better. So I was kind of scared to main deck Gust. So we went with 2 hopefuls in the main deck because it's decently good. It's good against Kaisa. It's good against everything. And we just wanted more bodies. Like we're playing an aggressive deck. I mean, spells are nice, but we need the bodies to actually take the points. Absolutely. So decided 3 Gust because Gust is just an insane card, right? Like against Kaisa, Mirror, like against mid-range E, good card. So we decided 3 Gust. I decided into Falling Star. I kind of like. I would cite it for the Mirror. Because you just clean up with little guys and to kind of force them to have Poro. Because like obviously points are not good against like the body Poro, sure, but it's good against like the deckhand, it's good against the merchants. Yeah. So I decided for the Mirror, but I kind of really didn't cite it in for more than that. I kind of just elected just to keep the side simple, for like the side deck pattern simple for like Yi and Kaisa. And then my other 3 cards were 2 Rebuke for Yi and like big decks, and then a Fading Memories for like the war decks.
So Fading Memories, 2 Rebuke, 2 Falling, and then 3 Gust. Yeah, 3 Gust. Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting side. All right, so that means you're not mainboarding.
No mainboard Rebukes. I was a little bit. I was main decking 1 for a while, then took it out just for the side thing. I wanted to keep the main deck as fast and quick as possible. Sure. So like I'm on the scrap heap in the main as well for the Zon Warrens, because I thought that's like a brilliant like deck building strategy. It's like you saw Zon Warrens game 1, you had the scrap heaps, like you could have like more like turbo, like you could cycle through your deck, and then it's easy setup game 2 once you get rid of Zon Warrens game 1. So like it's just I wanted like easier sideboarding as possible. So that's why I like sideboarding.
Heck yeah, that sounds like a very important sideboard. How important would you say your sideboard was?
The Gus game and clutch, honestly, like the other side deck cards didn't really impact the game. Rebuke was like the Rebuke and Fading Memories were good against like the big decks I played when I played against Darius, when I played against he and MF. They were good. The Falling Stars just kind of felt it, but I think it's just because I didn't play many mirrors where like it would really come in clutch. And I liked it to not like side him in for Kaisa. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe it's just my inexperience in that matchup. Because in top 16, I did get 2-0'd very quickly. I think I played against, I forgot his last name, but George. I guess he was like the guy who did well in China, like that other day. He came over here. Insanely good Kaisa player. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't take it. But I did, like, the inexperience kind of showed in that matchup. I kind of just got rolled. But I don't know if Falling Star would have been good in side decking into the Kaisa, but for sure Gus was good all day. Like, Gus was good throughout the entire tournament.
Don't undervalue your one cost
incredible with cost removal. Like, it's just, that card should not cost one. You know, like, just be able to like send back into the cost. Another thing too about it is like it's part of your own stuff. Like, I think I had a game where I actually like picked up my own Annie because 3 might and was able to like, you know, get another card and like was able to just, you know, get like another like a light or something over it. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds like Gus MVP for the weekend.
Yeah, I would say Gus pretty good.
So are you planning on attending more events in the future?
Yeah, so I mean, I play other card games. Right now, my main focus is kind of on One Piece, Pokemon, and Riftbound. And Vegas, obviously, like I'm from Arizona, Vegas is right there.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely considering playing. I want to go to the Vegas event, but it does conflict with the regional for Pokemon. So in the same weekend, so I got to really think about it. But like, you know, doing as well as I did at the very first English regional, like, I don't know. I got a decision to make, but I mean, I'll really think about it. But I guess don't be surprised to see me at Vegas. But yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Well, I hope to see you at Vegas, man.
For sure.
Gordon, thank you so much for interviewing us today. Congrats on top 16, man. What's up, guys? It's Jake from Response on Play. If you're enjoying the event coverage, the interviews, and everything coming out for Riftbound and for Universes, don't forget to drop a like on the video, comment what your favorite part about the video was, or subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any updates, and ring the notification bell. That way, anytime we play content, short form or long form, you're there for it. We really appreciate it, and we have a lot of fun making this content. We'll see you guys on the next one.